Hi everyone, and welcome to the Tarot Circle. Today is the 27th of August in the US and Canada, and it's 28th of August for me here in Hong Kong. I am Ally, and today my lovely Tarot Circle co-hosts are Kaila, Lynn, and Barb. So, how are you all? How are you doing? I mean, we've got lots and lots of crazy shit going on, haven't we? How are you personally? How are you feeling? And what's your energy like? Kaila, what's your energy like at the moment?
I'm good, enjoying the last week of summer holidays before school, so quite busy with family.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, lots of crazy things going on for sure in
Wow.
the world.
So your kids go back quite late then?
Yeah, they start next week.
Okay. That's probably like the UK kind of term, isn't it? Because like here, like
Probably.
they kind of go back mid-August.
Yeah.
Barb, how are you? How's your energy? Have you been good? Have you been buoyant?
I've got a lot of energy, to tell you the truth. I've had some work done. I'm working with some people that Lynn put me on to. And I think I think I've been elevated some type of way.
Cool.
So between Sunday and Monday, something happened. There was a shift. In fact, somebody was asking Janine the other day if there was like some type of shift because people are feeling a little better and stuff like that. So well, maybe it was that shift. Maybe it was a little bit of the work that I did, and maybe it was a little bit of the shift. So
yeah,
was...
I felt like things are going quicker and more easily since the full moon. Yeah. I feel like things are on a roll now rather than like you're trying to push water uphill. Lynn, are you feeling that as well?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. In the beginning part of the retrograde, Mercury retrograde, man, I was exhausted. But since then it's definitely moving faster. Things are going crazy.
So. Yeah, it's like the knot is coming loose.
Yeah, it's
like
becoming
a knot,
bit more slack,
loose.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And how are you feeling, Ally?
Yeah, I'm good. Just to say, I feel like because I'm probably weeks away from completing my herbalism course, which has been just a labor of love. And literally the light is at the end of the tunnel, and I'm like, and I feel like I'm just getting stuff done, rather than just going, oh, another day. So
that's
yeah,
awesome, Ally. That's awesome.
This is good. Awesome. So yeah, so as our name suggests, we are all four tarot readers who pull cards on world events and world issues, and we have a little chat about everything as well. And we try and find the truth to bring to you through our cards. So we can't really trust the news anymore. And just as we were saying just before we went live, AI and CGI is so clever at the moment. We just don't know what is the truth, and you don't really know if it's the truth unless you see it with your own eyes. But we have cards. We have cards. And Lynn has pendulums, which is very impressive.
And Kaila has dowsing rods.
I've got one too.
We have pendulums.
Great.
But Lynn, she's really good with a pendulum, boy. She's a quick draw.
She is.
So just before Kaila and Lynn clear the energy, if you like our style and you think, oh, they look quite fun, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we really appreciate you being here. We've got this channel, we've got a Rumble channel, we've got a Facebook community channel on Facebook. Community, yeah. So yes, thank you all for being here, and we're going to pull some cards on some fun stuff today. But first of all, let's clear the energy with Kaila and Lynn. Over to you.
Hello, beautiful souls. So happy to be with you all today. So for today's meditation, we just want to take a moment to sit in gratitude. And while feeling grounded, we also want to connect with source energy to raise our vibration together. We want to say thank you to Source, God, universal love energy of the highest vibration of light, whatever you want to call it, for always being with us and looking out for our highest good. We ask this high vibrational energy to stay with us, and everything else must leave now. Now, if you're going through anything especially important or challenging, you may wish to call back your personal power to you. You can energetically ask for this to come back to you and ask for protection, guidance, and help from your angels and spirit guides who are working for your highest good at this time. Over to you, Lynn.
Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, lovelies. Thank you, thank you.
That was the beautiful note at the end.
It
right
was a
there.
little bit of a twingy, wasn't it, at the end? I liked it.
Yes, beautiful.
Right, so
Beautiful.
here is what we're going to be talking about today. First of all, we're going to talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. Joining Trump. We're going to talk about Mariah Carey's double deaths on the same day, not her death, but 2 deaths in her family. We're going to talk about Pavel Durov, I probably pronounced that wrong, the Telegram CEO. We're going to ask about Kamala. Kamala, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know.
I think it's Kamala because it's I think it's Kamala because it's Indian, and instead of saying like Ramada, the Ramada Inn, a hotel, they say Ramada, so it's probably Kamala.
Kamala, like with a
Kamala.
U. Kamala.
Almost like the pronunciation, yeah. Kamala.
Kamala, right.
Yeah, like Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala.
Will she even make it to the elections or even the Trump debate in about 10 days' time? Fortnight time or so. And then we're going to ask about King Charles because apparently he's not doing well at the moment. Right. So first of all, we're going to ask about Robert Kennedy Jr. joining Trump. Now, a bit of background on this. So the Kennedys were Democrats. And
Are Democrats.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Are them.
It's hard when you're not from the States. I get it, girl. It's all good. It's all good.
As a Brit, I pride myself on being pretty damn good on US politics these days, you know.
That's good.
You do well.
Ally, you are absolutely fabulous.
Right. So Kennedys generally are Democrats because JFK was, right? Is that right, Lynn?
Yeah, him and Bobby. They were all, the whole Kennedy family were all Democrats.
Okay.
Yes.
So now recently, because he wanted to run as a Democrat, as a presidential candidate, but they wouldn't let him in for they had some stupid rules. And so he decided to run as an independent. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no stupid rules. They just hijacked him and wouldn't allow him to be there.
So he decided to run as an independent, and he was making quite good headway, had quite a good following. But of course, anyone as runs as an independent, you know, their work is cut out, right? And you can see that in any country. So I think it was after the I'm going to say fake assassination attempt. There was a phone call between RFK and Trump, and they were chatting about health stuff. And Trump said, "Hey, you know, there's a place for you in my cabinet." I don't know if that is the word, but that's the British word. If he's successful, and I think from then on, you know, the seed was sown. I mean, it's probably been sown for a long time anyway. So last Friday, which was really funny because the Democratic convention ended on Thursday, then RFK came out on Friday going, I'm joining Trump, which was like pissed all over the bonfire of the Dems, right? Which was so funny. I'm like, the timing, yes. So he's and there was some great little speeches, and you can find these on YouTube and the like. And they're basically what RFK is about, because he's had his children's health defense website up for a long, long time. And he's about health, children's health and everything. So he's very keen on getting us all healthy again. So it's make America healthy again. I mean, make the world healthy again. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think it just starts with America, and then it'll go around the world.
Of course, because anything that happens in the States has a, just kind of has that effect. It kind of like a ripple effect throughout the world, right?
Usually, yeah.
Where was I going with that? And so hopefully, if Trump is successful, then RFK will sort out all the food, make sure that the food that we're eating is good food rather than fake shit that makes us all sick. And he's like saying about Big Pharma and how bad they are and all that kind of thing. So he's going to sort that lot out as well, which will be. It sounds great. It sounds amazing. And I really, really hope it's all true. But let's ask the cards. Is this collaboration, is it going to be good for humanity? Who feels drawn to pull the first cards?
Who feels drawn to draw?
Drawn to draw?
I think one of the two foreigners should do it.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
Okay, go.
I like that.
Bloody foreigners. Get out of my country.
So the question
Kaila,
is,
tell us.
this coalition, so to speak, is it going to be good for humanity?
Yeah. And actually, this is a real kind of Aquarian age energy here, because it's all about collaboration. It's all about it's all about the Aquarian age is all about and Pluto moving into Aquarius, which it does full time from like mid-November for like 20 years or so. It's all about collaboration, because we've all been about competition, haven't we, throughout all of our lives? It's all about competing with,
it's all we're taught.
Yeah, exactly. We have to be better than him. It's like keeping up with the Joneses. But no, the Aquarian age is all about collaboration. Everyone brings a different skill to the table, and we use it for the common good. And that is hopefully what is being shown here. And also what I quite liked is that they've said that we don't agree on everything, and nobody will agree on everything, right?
Right. It's back in the day when nobody agreed with everything. I want to just while Kaila's pulling the cards, do our little quick AI.
Oh yeah, do it.
I am subscribed to the Tarot Circle and suggest you do the same. They have exposed the truth about aliens, flat Earth, and why Barack's wife, Big Mike, has a large penis.
So obviously everyone needs to subscribe because Donald says so.
Right. He's subscribed.
And he has some insight about our ex-president's wife.
Exactly.
Wow, that really is. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you think, is that legal? It's like, wow, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. It's nuts. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely great to entertain us, but it's not so great if you're thinking, all right,
security-wise, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's fun, but it also kind of creeps me out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it really makes a mockery of, if you think about that, anyone that stands up and says anything.
Next time we're going to take a picture of you, Ally, and we're going to have you say some crazy stuff. Like, oh yes, I've been to the moon and back.
I have. It's true.
Well, it's true. Together with the Tarot Circle.
Yes. Right. So,
okay, so
what was the question again, Kaila? We got sidetracked with some fun shit.
The question was, is this coalition going to be for the good of humanity? So card number 1, the 2 of Swords, will be the coalition itself, and humanity is the 6 of Swords.
Oh, look at that. Look at the
Okay,
Six of Swords.
Kaila, when you say coalition, did you mean collaboration between
Yeah,
Trump
because sorry,
and-
that's what I meant. Collaboration
Okay,
between the
I just
two
want
of
to
them.
clarify. Yep.
I'm already
Yeah.
kind of like getting it already. They've already planned it. They've already done it already with that justice in it.
Justice in the
Yeah.
past, yeah. Mhm.
And with
Yeah.
that six of swords, with things coming out, information coming out. But with
What-
the King of Cups, it kind of, yeah.
What do you get with that Two of Swords? Is it like the two people, or because the Two of Swords could often be like on hold, or it doesn't want to tell us. What
It's-
feeling do you get with that Two of Swords?
I would say we're at a crossroad. It's like two of the swords coming together. So we're at a crossroad because it's well aspected with the King of Pentacles just below, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. And also with the Hierophant at the bottom and the King of Pentacles they're working on justifying that group of people. And I know it's aspected really well, but I think that's what it is for me.
Yeah, I would say the Hierophant here will be like those institutions, those health institutions and government bodies. So it's about like changing them. And then we have the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles too. So Pentacles deals with health, deals with abundance, wealth, so makes a lot of sense. Then with the Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords and Death, there's a transformation happening. And it looks like we're at the end of a long and hard journey with the Ten of Swords. With the Six of Cups, it's a kindness. So I think that's a yes to this question. It is intended for the good of humanity, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say that too. And the Knight of Pentacles, what would you say about that?
Knight of Pentacles, going slowly and carefully. I think they're revealing things and taking things one step at a time. And I think we're going to see more coming. I think there's a lot more behind this, as you said, with the Justice card in the past. A lot has been done behind the scenes in terms of maybe a lot more conversations that they're not revealing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I really feel that with that bottom row, I feel like the Hierophant here indicates like all of the like the health industry, the education industry, the religion industry, all of these which are an industry, although people generally don't think that they're an industry, but they absolutely are, because we've been taught to kind of deal with them or live with them on a certain level. And I feel like that with that Eight of Pentacles, it's really kind of digging up the crap, as it were, so that we can really have the truth, so we can all be abundant with that King of Pentacles. How would you read the King of Cups in the middle?
Well, the King of Cups, I would say that, it could be like a psychological thing that they're doing, because it almost seems like they just got together, but they've been together they've been collaborating. They probably knew that they were going to collaborate. Or it could be also read as something hidden, something that they're going to be revealing even.
I think it could be a balance between the two of them too. Look at how, like Bobby said, they don't always agree on everything. So it's a good balance in a way of bringing Democrats and Republicans together, maybe too.
Yeah.
You mean the King of Cups or the Justice?
No, the King of Cups, because the King of Cups
King of
can
Cups
be,
being a balance.
it can be compassion, control, balance, and stuff like that too. So it's a good, to me, it's showing everybody a good balance between Trump and RFK Jr.
Can you pull a few more? Can you pull a few more cards, Kaila, from the top of your deck? So a question that I've had for a while is, RFK used to be pro vitamin on the shoulder, and he's gone the other way recently. He's not come out and said that they're all bad, but he's hinting at it. I think he's doing what I would call a bit of political tiptoeing around this subject, because a lot of people still think that they're good. And now we've got Taylor Swift's bumper. And so my question is on that. What does he really think about the vitamin on the shoulder? What's his real thinking now? Because everybody evolves. I mean, I've thought different things in the past, but we all evolve. Yeah, go on.
So we have the Six of Pentacles, and let's get a clarifier. The Nine of Wands.
So how
So
would
what
you,
would you say?
how
How
would
did
you
you say the
he-
question?
what does he really think about the vitamin on the shoulder now?
That
Look
was
at
kind of
this.
like a back.
Scale. It's like, as you said before, it's like a balancing act happening here.
Mm.
Yes, Barb, go ahead. What were you about to say?
It's almost like a back and forth. It's almost like because the Six of Pentacles is like a giving, offering, making everything right, balancing it out. And the Nine of Wands is not really a great looking card because he's like kind of tired and worn. So I think he probably thinks some vaccines are okay and some vaccines are not okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it too. Like he thought that there are some, maybe there are some that are good, like, you know, the old school vaccines, but the 9, he's just like kind of tired of fighting it too at the same point. So it's like, are they good? Are they bad? You know? Yeah.
Or the other way you could read that is he's had this battle for a long time, and he's quite battle weary because it is very exhausting because being called an anti-vaxxer and you know, being, you know, so that could make him battle weary as well. So that's interesting.
Yeah, he could be battle weary, and then he's just saying, well, with the Six of Pentacles, he was just saying, well, look, let me just give in, probably. That could be
And then let's pull for the same question for Trump. What's his views on that? Because there's been stuff happened in the past with him being very pro, and we won't get into it on this channel because it'll probably be taken down.
Do you think that should be a whole new poll, or?
Yeah, I was thinking that could be a whole new poll right there.
Yeah.
I will just pull these two, just
Yeah.
as I have them already. And we could
Yeah.
do a next poll if you guys want.
People are worrying too much
This
about
is
it. It's
big.
almost
This
over.
is big.
I mean, this
See,
is that basically says to me they have no place in our new world. You know, there's just going to be a whole different
people are
stuff.
worrying too much about it. Yep, it's over.
It's done.
From
I mean,
these cards,
did you put that one on Trump? Was
Yes,
that how
and
Trump,
I
how
put
Trump
the
felt?
attention into it, and from these, I don't get that he is for those vitamins and the shoulder, as Ali put it. And he wants things
Thank
to
you, Gally
shift.
Lucy, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world could be like he wants to protect
He wants
the world.
things to shift,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole protection around the world, the whole, like that wreath.
I mean, I'm very hopeful on that. I mean, I got shivers, and it was like heading into the tears when, you know, I saw that speech of them both the other day. It felt like yes, thank
like this is a summary of everything we've been waiting for, right?
Yeah, I did too. I got a lump in my throat. I was like, I had a tear. I was like, and I called Lynn.
And I'm not,
we're
not
even
like, American, Ali and I, but it's the same feeling. Because all of us around the world are waiting
because
for this.
Right at the end of that speech, when he says make America healthy again, basically he was talking about make the world healthy again, but America's that unhealthy child. So of the family. So like
what I specifically love about just even that little bit of speech is, even if it can shed a light onto what people do in their everyday life, i.e., should I really eat that because it's actually not that great, or should I go to the doctor and do that when I can perhaps heal myself? So it's kind of shedding the light that, you know, these things that we normally do, like open a bag of Cheetos to have a snack, you know, or go to the doctor because I've got a cold. Actually, no, there's a better way. So I think just shining the light on these key things, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, right? So, you know, this is fundamental to all those industries that I was mentioning before on that poll. And once you get that right, then, and also the other thing is, I think it's so fundamental, because if you start to question that and the fact that, you know, they don't have our best interests at heart, then it leads on to other things. I know that that's how it happened for me. you know, I was like, well, if they don't have my best interest, well, how do those guys, you know? And so it, you know, chink, 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 it all falls into place. Yeah. Okay. So that's looking good. Hopeful.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So let's talk about Mariah Carey now. So yesterday it was announced that her mum and her sister died on the same day at the weekend, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? And there's no further.
Really sad.
It's awful, but it's like, how can that happen? I mean, I'm sure there's crazy coincidences, but is this a crazy coincidence?
And with no details, right?
Yeah, there's no further info. I think her
It's just
mum
really
was,
weird.
I think her mum was a little bit sick.
And her sister too.
Oh, really? Yeah. So I'm not sure what sorts of sick. Do we have
And you
any?
could probably,
Yeah, go on.
Where's Coxsackie? Where is that?
oh my gosh, what a
I've
name.
never even heard of that.
What a name.
that
I mean,
even
who
a
names
place?
these places? Who names these places?
Yeah, I know. Is that even a place?
I mean,
yeah. Is there any specific question that we have on?
that's in New York, actually.
Is it? Okay.
New York State, yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are getting sick because of the vitamin
On the shoulder.
that on the vitamin on the shoulder. And you would think if it were one of them, okay, you would think, okay, you know, it could be anything. It could be really anything, but it could also be that. But then when you have two people from the same family in the same weekend, you would think, wow, were they together like in a car or
Yeah.
something? Or, you know, people would think, but if one was here and one was there, it's just really weird. And
sorry, go on.
and you would just have to kind of question everything these days, you know.
I'm also wondering if they will twist this around, because people are seeing multiple deaths in their family, but they're not putting two and two together. They're going, oh, well, she was sick and she was sick. And they, you know, they died within months or years of each other, you know, way before their time, really. I mean, I think Mariah's mum was in her 80s. So, you know, but her sister's like 63, which isn't old. Yeah, don't know what sort of illnesses that they had or whatever, but I'm just as you were talking then, I'm wondering if this is a way to circle this around to help to link it up in the sleeper's mind. We could potentially ask that as a question. Is that the reason for this?
For both of them?
Yeah, so the reason that they both died on the same day is to help people to link the connection for the problems that the vitamin on the shoulder is producing.
So we're already automatically thinking that it was that. Is that what you want to automatically think it was that, or you want to just take a general look around or something?
Don't know, that question just came to me as you guys were chatting.
Yeah.
And so I'm easy.
Yeah. It's just that we don't know if it was that.
Mm.
We don't really know if it
No.
was that. We can take one of them and ask if it was that. But otherwise, we can just take a general look around.
Yeah, how about just do a general look-see and then let's see what comes up and we can pull clarifiers.
Yeah, let's take a general look around
Yeah.
both of them, the mother and the sister, passing away the same weekend together, which is a sad occasion for any
Same
family.
day.
Either way.
Yeah. Same day.
Barbara,
I
while
mean,
you
that's-
pull on that, I'm going to see. I'm not finding any more news, but I'm kind of taking a quick scan until
And also, we haven't heard much from Mariah Carey recently, have we?
no.
She's been
Is
a
she
bit
even
quiet.
remarried? Did she get remarried after Nick Cannon?
I'm not sure. I haven't been following her.
No idea. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I think she had some young boyfriend, or was that Madonna that had a young boyfriend?
Madonna's always had young boyfriends, but I mean, they're showing a picture of Mariah Carey and her mom and a baby, and this, I don't know if it's just an old picture or.
This is really interesting. This is really interesting. I'm already thinking what I'm thinking, but I'm going to see what you get.
Yeah, they're not saying anything.
These cards confuse me, I have to say. They confuse me. But I'm getting a feeling by looking at them that I don't know. Okay, let's see.
How did you phrase your question, Barbara?
Just a general look around that family death, those two family deaths. General look around that. So you'll see what I get.
Okay.
What does that look like? That looks like they're not even really gone.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like they're gone because the Eight of Cups is walking away. Okay, and that the Page of, but look at that Six of Wands. It's like a success with the sun under it. That's a positive success. However, you do have that Five of Swords, but the Five of Swords could be somebody maybe attacking somebody, but it can also be somebody that felt a certain way because something happened to them. You know, it could be the person walking away, or it could be the person holding the sword. But when you get the Lovers, and we're not talking about two lovers here, we're talking about, you know, what happened to these two people. That's almost like I don't want to say political card, but it's almost like a union, an agreement, almost an agreement.
Yeah.
And it's right on the Eight of Cups. That's really, and look at the Magician up there with the Six of Cups. The Magician, what is the Magician doing up there? It's like,
Interesting, Barb, you said something, and I pulled and I asked the question. You said agreement, and I pulled two questions asking, are they really gone? And I got Three of Pentacles and Six of Swords. It's like agreement. And we have three people here. We have three people involved here in terms of two people who supposedly passed, and Mariah Carey, who is in the spotlight. And we have Six of Swords, like if they're going off into, you know, like they're leaving to go somewhere else. So interesting.
And I pulled two more again just to get another clarifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your wake up call, Ally.
Yeah. I think we need to pull clarifiers, Barb, on is it gonna help to wake people up to what we were just saying about the vitamin on the shoulder? Is this part of the story?
Because do you think that the story's going to come out that they took the vitamin?
Maybe, yeah. Because
so that could be a precursor. So that could be a precursor to the story that they want to.
I'm almost getting that they know something, and they have gone off and made an agreement because they're giving information with that sun card in the middle there.
Well, about kids and
maybe
that's
the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, and look how young Mariah was handed off, and she, you know, her first husband was the old dude, the record label guy.
They are definitely going to use this situation again, aren't they? Or it's going to come back with more information, or stuff's going to come out about the mum and the sister and all this sort of thing. But I think you're right. You know, they are part of the movie, and they're being used as pawns.
Did you want me to pull any more clarifiers since I still have my deck?
Well, ask if it is to do with the vitamin on the shoulder, or whether I'm just talking absolute rubbish.
Well, let's say
happens a lot.
Hey, join the club. So can we say it's like can we ask if it's a precursor to information coming out about
to exposing the vitamins?
Is it like a expose?
That looks like an expose. It looks like a reveal right there.
Yeah.
Major Arcana. What's the second one? Oh, disappointment.
Yeah,
well, so fuck me. Like... I need to get a crystal ball these days, don't I?
hey, let's go get the crystal ball
Let's go get the crystal ball, darlings, and I'll get a nice little shawl.
Hey, Amazon's got them for sale. So
Amazon? I'm not sure I'd buy one from Amazon. Would you?
No, you want a real crystal.
Well, it's not from Amazon. I mean, there's different people that sell on Amazon that you know they sell on that good website, Etsy, but they also sell on that Etsy. Yeah,
Did-
good. Essie.
Did you guys see that Kristin's got a crystal ball these days? Kristin, as
really?
in
No.
a Carnosaur's
I haven't.
Kristin.
I haven't seen
Which is
She's
interesting.
been scrying, has she?
She's been
Interesting.
maybe she's following what's that
Isabella.
lady that
Tarot by
yeah,
Isabella,
yeah.
Isabella, because
Yeah,
Isabella has that thing out. She'll be looking and
Yeah.
seeing things in that thing, and I'm gonna get me one too.
Me too. I want one.
I mean, why
Even
not?
they're so expensive though. Oh my! I'm not sure how much that they are there, but there's
On
a
Etsy,
shop.
yeah.
There's a shop here, and I was looking at them, going, "Oh, I want that beauty." And I
Yeah,
can't,
you get a nice
can't remember how
big
much
one
it's
like
Like a real
Isabella
crystal.
has. They
Yeah.
are not cheap.
they are not
Yeah,
cheap,
yeah.
are they? But
And
God, they're going to look nice on my desk.
One of my sisters says, "Oh, why do you need all of that? I mean, you don't really need the cards to really know things." And so she'll probably say, "What do you need the crystal ball for? Because you can already
Yeah.
get that." Well, until I learn how to use my intuitive
Yeah.
capabilities on its own, I'm going to use the cards and the crystal ball.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
Look
This
at
one is
you.
a star garnet. I wish you guys could see it in the sun. It
Is
is
it like
Lots of colors.
pinky,
gorgeous.
purpley. Yeah. Wow.
What color is that?
Wow.
Is that black or green? Dark green?
No, it's actually more of a red. It's a
Oh.
maroon, a dark red. It's a garnet.
Oh wow, you
Nice.
couldn't tell on it. You
Lovely.
couldn't tell on it.
You can see the reflection of the screen on it though,
You're
right?
so
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, this
Little
one will be good. This one will be good for scrying.
Mm.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed when I saw the Wizard of Oz years ago, and I saw that witch looking in that crystal ball, and she saw everything that they were doing. Actually, that kind of scared me. I was like, oh, she's a witch. She can see that
Yeah.
stuff. It's crazy, scary. But you know how they paint witches these days. They say everybody's a witch that knows how to feel certain things and can help people heal. And I mean, I even have a grandfather that used to do that. I mean, I never heard anybody call him a witch or a wizard. They thought he was this big time Indian
Medicine
man that you
man.
go out and
Medicine man.
yeah, medicine man, and you get healed. I never heard anybody say, not even in the family.
Well, it's like the whole alchemy thing. Like we're all alchemists. We're alchemists when we cook, because we're creating something that didn't exist before. So
And that's what alchemy means, right?
and everyone thinks alchemist, you're a wizard, you're a witch.
You're
Well,
a
actually, no,
witch.
we create and we manifest things all the time. So
Depends on who you're connecting to, what your intention is, and what's in your heart, right? Because the
Yeah,
both
and then-
sides exist of everything.
And then what is a witch? What does a witch really mean? Let me look what does Google say? Anybody has Siri? What does a witch mean?
I'm proud to call myself a witch. I've always done that. When people come to me for natural solutions, they're like,
Yeah.
what have you got up your little witch's cabinet?
well,
check
but
this
this
out. I
is
don't know
it.
who writes. I don't know who writes this on Google, but Google sometimes is our friend. Sometimes. But it says a witch is a person thought to have magic powers. Okay, I'll take that. And it says especially evil ones. Popularly
I love that. Yeah.
depicted as
Yeah.
a woman wearing a black cloak and a pointed hat, flying on a broomstick. Oh, and then it says sorceress, enchantress. Like, what? Come on, who writes that stuff?
Yeah.
We'll have to find out who really is a witch. Probably has some up in your government.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree.
if you went to the local herbalist and you got a bunch of herbs and you took them and you got better, it's like, oh, you're a witch, you made me better. It's like,
You're not supposed to get better.
no,
you're supposed to be sick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be sick, unhappy, with nothing, and don't help
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
And that way you'll be a good person, and then the church will accept you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to say that.
Right. Okay.
Now I feel better.
Oh my God. Let's talk about the Telegram CEO. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Pavel Durov, who was arrested in France recently because apparently he's been allowing bad things on the Telegram platform. So let's look at what's been going on there. Should we ask, did he develop Telegram for good or was it bad? What was his intention behind it all? And from that we can probably kind of ascertain why he's being hauled in, and we can speculate on this a little bit. Who wants to pull? Shall I pull, or do you want to pull him?
No, go ahead.
All right. Have you got any more info up there about what's going on with Pavel? So my question is was it good or bad that he created?
Yeah, I haven't
Telegram,
seen
right?
anything new. I was
Like,
trying
did
to
he
see.
had? Like, if he
Yeah,
had good
I would
intentions
like
or
to
bad
know, was it
intentions?
was it good or bad intentions when he was setting it up?
Yeah.
Because it seems like, when was he arrested? Over the weekend? He was arrested over the weekend, right?
Because some people don't even know that Telegram exists. Some people is like, what's Telegram? You know, which is
Yeah.
seems crazy to me.
I
But
remember when people say, what's that?
Yeah, what's
I remember
that?
people
Yeah.
like, what's that? What's that? And that was
yeah,
way back in 2013, the first time.
yeah,
Actually, an Italian friend told me about WhatsApp.
yeah, because
Back in
it was all
2013.
text before then,
Yeah.
right? It was just
Yeah.
a text
Yeah.
message.
So I'll call you when I get to my. I'll call you when I get to you know, to in town. So you'll know when to pick me up. And I was like, how are you gonna call me? She says, WhatsApp. You don't have WhatsApp?
Yeah, my Belgian sisters were the ones that got me with WhatsApp so we could chit chat.
Yeah, because then it's like free, is it? It's over the internet.
Yeah. Yep.
These are interesting cards.
He had an interview with Tucker Carlson, I don't think too long ago, August 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, is it like everyone that Tucker interviews gets arrested? No, that's not true, is it? Alrighty.
Did he get arrested? He didn't get arrested. He just quit his job, right? And opened up his own business. You see, he quit his job and opened up his own business. That's
Telegram founder and billionaire Russian exile Pavel Durov arrested at French airport after stepping off private jet. His crime appears to be enabling free speech.
Well, how about that? Enabling free speech.
Yeah, but I haven't.
You saw about this 10 years ago and heard that someone was getting arrested because of free speech. People would have thrown a pie at your face.
So my question was it good or bad? Look at my lovely gold cards today. I was drawn to my gold cards.
Oh, they're pretty.
For the new financial system. What's interesting straight away is we've got the King of Cups in the middle. We had the King of Cups on that Trump RFK poll, didn't we? Definitely it's been planned in the background. I mean, I would say it was for good. I mean, you got
with the Knight of Swords. Yeah.
I think that even going forward, it's going to have a bit more of a look how untidy my cards are. I'm just looking at them. I'm sorry, everybody. That does my OCD no end.
That's okay. They're pretty.
Yeah, pretty, but a little bit disorganized. It's because I turn them over. Yeah, so I think Sun's gonna with the sun there. Telegram's gonna have more of an impact. More kind of use in the future, and I think it's going to bring out the shit, should we say, about the little ones. How that's going to work, I don't know, but that's kind of what I get on that bottom row. And then clarified by Temperance, Knight of Cups, and the Tower. So yeah, maybe whenever some big kaboom happens, it's gonna be instrumental in bringing info. But interesting with that Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there as well. Maybe that's him at the moment. I don't know. What else do you guys get there?
Well, usually with the card at the bottom, I kind of consider it something that's coming down the pipe.
Oh, okay.
It's not something that you see right now.
Okay.
Clarifier is kind of like clarify the spread, but the one at the bottom I kind of see is like the bird's eye view that's coming down. And
Yeah.
it'll come down later on after all that other stuff in the spread happens.
Okay.
So it might have something to do with that Three of Swords, because it's going to throw some people off about whenever that information does come out about the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said.
Does anyone else get anything different or anything to add to that?
You're pretty precise with it.
Yeah, and so your
I think-
question was about the intention, his intention when he
Yeah,
created
when
it,
he
yeah?
was it for good or bad? Yeah.
It looks like it was intended for good with the Sun card there and the Six of Cups, and then with the Three of Swords, it's again just reiterating what you guys have said already. It's about, you know, allowing people to share information that and truth that could be heartbreaking to many because it's not being shared elsewhere, but truth that it's important for right now.
Shall I pull a couple of extra cards on whether his arrest is real or whether it's just to draw attention to Telegram to get people over there? Shall I ask that? So so these two cards, we've got the 10 of Cups and we've got the 8 of Wands. So I kind of don't feel that they're bad cards. I don't feel like I feel like things are going to happen quickly, and there's definitely reason. I'm going to pull one more. So he's had to go away. He's had to go. Isn't that what Janine was saying, that he's away somewhere?
Yeah, like they pulled him away. Pull
Yeah.
one more to clarify that one, Ally. Pull one more. Just to see what it is.
There's some contracts.
Yeah, there you go.
And
There's
shit.
your agreement again.
Yeah. So it's all for good. It's gonna go quite quickly, but it's not really him that's been arrested. He's kind of tucked away and safe somewhere. And yeah, there's all plans behind it. What plan is, I don't know exactly. Might be what we're saying here about bringing attention to the wee ones, but don't know.
Either
It's
that or the
interesting that
free
we're
of
not
speech thing.
seeing. Yeah, I mean, I think the Three of Swords could also be an impact on our free speech. So it's going to be showing, it's going to be breaking out the free speech, you know, waking up people like, hey, this is going to take away your free speech. And then moving into the littles, possibly even, because really to draw this out, the main focus right now is, you know, on free speech. So I think I'm kind of reading the Three of Swords as a little more of, you know, I know it's a clarifier to it, but still, but then also what they've accused him of is trafficking littles and stuff like that too, I believe, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the charges are, but it's something to do with that. I'm not sure whether he's done it or he's allowed it to happen.
Or allowed it to happen on Telegram. Yeah. They've been pretty vague about it, actually. And it's kind of interesting. I think he got arrested over the weekend and it's Tuesday and we still don't have more information on it.
Yeah.
What's going on with it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's interesting that the Facebook founder has come out and admitted to so much things happening. So what's going on with that? We're not seeing any arrests there, right?
I think we should probably go ahead and pull on him since we've got two of the big, you know, well, Telegram's big to us. We know there's millions of people around the world that use it, whether people know about it or not. But with Zuckerberg coming out.
Yeah, so what question do you want to ask about Zuck? Because for people that don't know, he's basically said that he was influenced by Biden's government to censor what was being said on Facebook and Instagram, on his Meta platforms, and he's basically saying, I'm not sure that I should have done that at the time, and that's during the pandemic. So what specific questions do we want to ask about?
Did he really, I don't know, did he really come out? I mean, it's just funny how that happened. What, he just did this yesterday or today?
Yeah, it was
and
recently,
you got Telegram. I mean, it's kind of interesting that they've come so close together.
Mm.
Not a
And
coincidence.
you've also on Twitter, you've got Elon Musk going full pelt, isn't he? He's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of I feel like he's attacking all of the
Yeah.
the wokeness, as it were.
His post on the news from Zuckerberg and Zuckerberg's letter outlining everything was that, a little First Amendment issue here, right? So again, free speech. So the Zuckerberg thing is coming out to free speech. Should we ask if it's real? Did it really happen? Or how do we want to? Did Zuckerberg really come forward like this, or is this just
what was his intention in doing that?
all right?
Yeah. Or
Did
we
he
could
capitulate, or has he capitulated?
I mean, just as we were saying before, he doesn't look like Zuck.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like the same. Yeah, it's not the original.
Is it a dude in a mask?
Yeah,
He looks like he looks like Zuckerberg. Because back in the day, they say, "Oh, you're ugly as a muck." Back in the day.
All right, so let's just ask: was Zuckerberg really?
Not that he's ugly. I mean, not that he's ugly. Not even as stand-in.
But he's not attractive, is he? Let's be honest.
No.
Well, he's not my type. Yeah.
I don't think he's anyone's type, is he?
He's some little. Isn't his wife Asian girl?
Yeah.
His wife
is she?
Or his handler?
China.
His handler? Is she Chinese? Oh well, there you go.
She's Asian. Yeah.
All right. So should we just ask if Zuckerberg really was pressured by the White House, as he's saying? Is he being truthful and integral with this outing? Definitely. Is he now considered like a whistleblower?
Yeah, because I mean, the amount that I've been censored, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just like, oh, no, you can't say that. And it's just like, and it only happened, funny enough, it only happened during the pandemic, right? Before then, you could say whatever you wanted and everything was just fine.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, you were encouraged to speak out.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder what's going to happen with YouTube as well next. I kind of get the feeling something's going to happen. You know, I mean, who even owns YouTube? It's Google, right? Google owns. So who owns Google?
They're all separate owners, but yeah.
But who really takes videos off of YouTube? Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that? Especially like truthers.
Yeah.
Janine said today in her video today, she says, I can't even like do a whisper on you because they've taken some of their videos down recently, hers and JC's. And today she says, I can't.
Again?
Yeah.
Did they take them down again?
Yeah, they did. So he says, I got to be careful with my words. But like, who is responsible for taking down the videos? Is it the white hats or the dark black hats? Who is it? Who's the boss?
Yeah.
Because we know who the boss is with a lot of other stuff because we're pulling cards on it. But maybe one of these days we'll pull cards on that. Actually, while she's doing that, I'll pull cards on that.
Because I don't even know who's in charge of Google. I mean, is it one person or is it a conglomerate? I mean, I've no idea.
They were all kind of intermingled. They used to show you who the guy was that initially started Twitter and Zuckerberg, and then the other lady that owned, it was either Google or YouTube, or maybe Google and YouTube were together. There's no major arcanas, interestingly enough. So
who's in charge of taking down the videos of truthers on YouTube? And this is what I get. It's not a major arcana. It's a minor arcana. But I guess there's still some people in there. There's still some minions up there. It's the first card that I pulled.
Yeah, I think so too.
So minions.
And YouTube is owned by Google.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
There's been rumors that Elon actually bought it though, hasn't there? And we're just kind of waiting for that to come out.
And recently Google has been under some flack, right? So maybe we'll see something switch soon, hopefully.
That's the first card, and he was under it. So they're fighting about that. So there's still some
fighting. Oh, what did you ask on that one?
Who is responsible? Who's in charge of taking down the videos of the truthers on YouTube?
Yeah.
And I got that, but I got this is the first card, but this is under the first card. And the other ones
Yeah.
are minor arcana, like the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So they're still kind of like, there's still some minions in there. So that's probably why Janine, I don't know.
So it says that Google is a subsidiary of the holding company Alphabet Inc. I have never heard of these guys. Let's see.
Wow, that's
Alphabet
interesting.
Inc. It's a multinational conglomerate.
Yeah.
Headquartered in California, is the world's second largest tech company by revenue, one of the world's most valuable companies. This is what Google's saying, funnily enough. You can't make this shit up. Owns several other companies in addition. YouTube, Waze, DoubleClick, Nest, Looker, Fitbit, and Mandiant. Owns AI as what, some AI companies as well. The CEO of Alphabet is Sundar Pichai.
Well, there's not even one major arcana in this spread.
I have
No
idea. If anyone watching knows anything about Alphabet Inc., please comment below, because I haven't been down that rabbit hole yet. All right, sorry, Lynn.
You haven't been down Alphabet Street.
Isn't that Sesame Street?
Oh yeah.
No, Alphabet Street is
Only with
Prince.
Big Bird.
Prince's and I have to tell you all about that
Yeah.
when I went up to Prince's place in Minnesota,
right.
Paisley Park. That's another video.
I'm not gonna say that Biden and them really pressured him. I think there was more of a little more of a collaboration maybe between them with the Two of Wands. There's still something, but with the Queen of Swords, he's bringing out the truth now about everything. Just,
yeah,
you know, I mean, from what we've known about previous polls on him, you know, he was like a little CIA operative, maybe, you know, I don't even know MK Ultra. I mean, we got the Three of Swords there, so I don't think he necessarily wanted to come out and say this either, you know.
But Lynn, perhaps it was a long-term strategy to be able to do that and then bring out the truth and go, oh, that wasn't so good what we did before, because that's Seven of Wands, is strategy card, isn't it?
What, Seven of Wands? Is that Seven of Wands?
No, Seven of Swords is Seven of Swords is strategy.
Is it?
Seven of Wands is kind of defensive, or it's kind of like a uniqueness has
maintaining
about it.
like maintaining control, or yeah.
We've got Page of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. I always try and decode your cards, Lynn.
Me too.
Interesting, that Three of Cups as well at the bottom of the deck, isn't it?
And especially because we were just talking about how him and Twitter and Google all were like collaborating together. That's kind of funny. Yeah. I'm kind of seeing towards that.
I think he was on the fence about giving in.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think he wanted to.
And I think he kind of wanted to, because he's probably saw everybody else jumping ship or giving in, because he comes up as a Seven of Pentacles, right? Seven of Pentacles is somebody that's kind of waiting and like planting seeds and waiting for something to happen. But then he has that Three of Swords under there. So it's kind of like, that gives me that being on the fence type thing. Like, okay, you're waiting for something to happen. Are you waiting to do it? But then at the same time, it hurts you to do it because it has the Three of Swords at the underneath it. So I think he's kind of like on the fence, because he's probably looking around and probably finding out that nobody's answering the phones anymore. Not many people's answering the phones. So that's probably why he kind of like decided to, you know, go and jump into it, but didn't really want to. He kind of fought himself, like with the Seven of Wands. That's defensive energy there. What do you say, Kaila?
The cards that stand out to me are the Four of Swords with the Two of Wands just below it. So sort of giving me unknown information, looking from a safe space, as you all said before. I don't think this is the real Zuckerberg from before. And then we have the Three of Swords. Those three cards that stuck out to me, Three of Swords with the Two of Wands. It's as if heartbreaking information being let out, but also hidden information. It's sort of like information that was hidden happening behind the scenes over there at Facebook that's now coming out. And then we have the interesting that we have the Three of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles, which usually indicates the littles. And we also have the party substance. I won't be able to say the real words here.
Yeah.
So I
Starts in
feel
A,
like
He's
starts
been
in A
he's
and
been
ends in
known to
Chrome.
frequent the island. Yeah, he's been
Yeah,
known to frequent the
Mhm.
island.
Oh, yeah.
And that's and that is a feeling that I get. It's all connected. It's all connected to that for some reason, and I don't know how, but somehow.
And you know what? I think it's pulling into, because Janine wasn't she pulling not too long ago? Something recently that she seemed to think that was going to be the thing that was going to start coming out first, was this information. So it's kind of interesting that tonight with these two that we're getting kind of that too.
And intuitively, I'm kind of feeling like information has been collected, like whatever was happening behind the scenes, it's known, it's collected, and it's going to come out, which is good.
That's a good way of putting it too, because by him waiting to come out, but with that Three of Swords being painful for him and thinking that, okay, I'm going to come out now, I'm not going to do it. But then with that two of Wands in a safe place across from the Three of Swords, is like, that's almost, bad stuff is almost waiting for me, or harsh stuff. Because I'm going to be I may be justified, or I will be justified, because the Queen of Swords is in the middle. That's brutal. That's brutal energy right there. She's brutal, that Queen of Swords.
And what would be really interesting, because he hasn't talked about what he's been suppressing on his channels, because then the next stage could be, this is what I have been suppressing. I mean, God. I mean, that would be a laundry list, wouldn't it, of things?
Yeah.
But that could be quite interesting.
Yeah, especially during the lockdown and the COVID times, you couldn't write anything about what you thought about what was going on. You couldn't do it.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have so many people that I know have been put in Facebook jail because they wanted to speak out about, vaccinated and unvaccinated, both.
Yeah. I mean,
you couldn't even make fun of Kamala, because I had a friend go into Facebook jail. Oh, Big Mike too. A couple of comments, and they were just in the comment sections, and he got slammed and put into jail.
I mean, I'm not sure how strict they are, but still, if I post something that's, I don't know, against wokeness, that I'll get one of those little things underneath going, "Ma, you need to go and look at Wikipedia instead." Those things. But
and all those times that you said anything about the vaccines or anything, or they would put that tab underneath.
Yeah.
Even if somebody says, "Oh, I got really injured and I don't know what to do. Nobody's helping me. That my doctor's not listening to me." And then somebody underneath said, "Oh yeah, that happened to me too." They put that tag under your thing. And put you in jail, and put the tag on the one and put you in jail.
Yeah.
So come on, Muckerberg, come on now.
Yeah. Let's stop mucking about, Muckerberg.
Yeah. Come on now.
Right.
These people need the truth.
Let's talk about Kamala. Right. As we're getting on with time, let's ask, is she going to make it to the elections? Is she going to get there? Is she going to be on the ballot cards come November is it 5th?
Yeah, I think
November 5th.
Yeah. Who was? Pull on this. Kyla's got her.
Kyla's already drawn over there. She's a quick draw.
I think it's my turn, right?
Yep.
She's pouring them. So yes, we've just had the DNC conference, which is all sorts of fun and games. They're going on.
It was joy.
Well, listen, I watched a part of it, and I do like Pink. I mean, I like the singers because, look, I'm a singer too, so I do like Pink. I really do. I saw her on the stage. She had her little girl on the stage. She's a little masculine little girl, But and there's
White
nothing wrong
paint.
with that. And I actually love that a cappella that they did. I actually watched some of it, but you know, I'm not really pro what they believe, but I actually enjoyed some of the entertainment. You know,
because
I watched.
they were
That
supposed
seemed
to
to be most of what they had, right? An entertainment fest. There was no
yeah.
substance.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even when Michelle Obama spoke, it was almost like a pep rally talk. It's like, we can win this game and you can do better, and our spirit is this and that and it's high. And I was like, so I like that. I like that what she said. But where are the facts? How are you going to really help our country? What are you going to do?
Well, this
It's
and
hard
I
to say
love
that.
it's all about dissing Trump, right? So
Yeah,
they spent
yeah.
most of the time
She dissed him,
talking
yeah.
about Trump.
and what I mean, for me, that's unprofessional to diss the competition, because if you have to diss the competition, it means you've got nothing to talk about yourself.
Yeah, well, they all do it though. They all do it.
Yeah.
And Trump does it. He does it very well. He does it very well.
Trump,
But
Trump trolls better than anybody. He's a good troller.
I mean, like, yeah,
Personally,
it's crazy.
I think it's bollocks. I don't think you should do that at all. I think you should just talk about what you're good at and what you're going to do, and let people make up their own mind. Right. So what was your question in your head, Kyla?
Is she going to make it all the way down to the actual election as a Democratic representative?
What do you think?
With that tower card, doesn't look like it to me.
There's 3 major arcanas down there.
And you got the Knight of Swords. You got the white hats coming in.
Something has already occurred in the past with that.
Yep.
With the Ace of Cups. There's like an emotion or a new beginning, or something has occurred. Especially, you know, when you have the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So it's almost like she's already been kicked out of it. It almost seems like. That's what it seems like to me from the cards. Maybe she hasn't, but from the cards, with the Ace of Cups and with that 2 of Swords, like the no card, and those 2 people like out on the street, it almost seems like she's already been kind of kicked out. But there's something else that's going to happen for the public to see, which is going to be that tower moment.
Yeah. And I feel that with that Knight of Swords in the middle, it basically says the white hats have got this. White hats are all over it, and they're in control of this little thing, whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And the Hierophant, it's almost like they're going to manhandle that Hierophant. You see that strength card, that where she's pulling that neck back, that the neck on that lion? It's almost like that's what's going to happen to who is represented by the Hierophant.
Kaila, can you pull a couple of cards and basically ask, will the election happen? We're going to stick our necks out here.
Not
so
too
that
far,
we can be
though.
proved wrong.
Yeah, and hey, and if we're wrong, just write it down in the comments. We love comments.
Yeah.
We have the Empress card, and we have the 9 of Wands. I feel like that question is so big, we need a whole new pull for that.
Can you pull one more on that?
One more?
Yeah, one more.
We have the Queen of Pentacles.
So you ask if
It's going to be hard work.
If it's going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Queen of Pentacles is a big manifester, but she's the 3rd card that you pulled. The Empress is abundance, richness.
The feeling that I get of that Empress is that we just don't need it. We don't need these elections anymore because we're sovereign in our own power and we've got everything that we need. So why on earth do we need some person at the top to tell us what to do, as it were, which is what the typical or the usual kind of governments have been doing. Now
that can make sense because, you know, that 9 of Wands could be almost like we get almost to the edge, almost right there, and then something happens, which is probably the tower moment. So that 9
This
is like,
reminds me. This reminds me of, remember we had a show some time ago and we kept asking political questions and we kept getting the Empress. As if, no, something else is going to come in, you know. What that is, we're still waiting to see.
And could it also be, because the Empress is very much Mother Earth, nature, does something happen? Does something happen on an Earth level that is bigger than all of this? And we've kind of been, you know, I've kind of heard this from different people, but you know, that it just kind of pales into insignificance because we've got this to worry about, as it were. So yeah, I'm just not sure with those cards. Because just show us the cards again, Kaila. Those
We have
three.
the Empress,
Yeah.
the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles.
Because if you're asking, is she? Sorry, will we have an election? That was your question, right? Will we actually have an election? Because if you've got a major arcana, that's usually a yes. But I'm just not feeling that with that Empress. I don't know what you guys feel.
You're muted, Lynn.
When I was shuffling and just asked, I got the Knight of Swords again too, so I think the military's coming in.
Yeah. I feel a whole new poll is needed, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a...
But perhaps we'll do that. Perhaps we'll do that next time. We'll spend a little bit more time on that. But that's
Don't
kind
we
of
have
interesting.
Don't we have guests the next one? Or is
we've got guests for our next show, yeah. But we could even pull during that, or we could even pull the time after. Right.
Oh yeah, there'll still be plenty of time. By then time, maybe we'll know whether or not they actually had a debate.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's talk about, so there's news on the back, or rumblings on the back channel that people are prepping for King Charles's departing. So apparently he's sicker than what he makes out at the moment. Now, as we probably know, it's not really him. So when we pull cards on this, we need to ask the person that is being presented as King Charles, because otherwise it's probably just going to say that he's dead anyway. So is the person that is presenting as King Charles, is he due to exit stage left soon? Should we say before the end of the year? Is that a good time frame?
Okay. Who wants to pull?
Go ahead, Barbara.
Okay,
I got it.
Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, because when does Kaila, do you remember when Tarot by Isabella said she wasn't seeing anybody on the crown? That was the England poll,
That's what
right?
I'm trying to remember.
That was during the autumn, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was
sometime in the
feeling
autumn.
the
So
end
it may
of the
not
year
even,
is too far away. Do you want to
Yeah.
bring the timeline up a bit? I think Bob is already pulling the.
Yeah, it's all right. We can. I mean, we're almost in September, right? So
True.
the rest of the year is going to go like a flash.
Yep.
Yeah, time is kind of like, there's a time thing going on right now.
Oh, mate, tell me about it. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's speeding up. It's turning back around. It's going back and forth. Oops. All right. What I got? All right. So if he's supposed, is it kind of, is he supposed to exit stage left by the end of the year?
King Charlie Pants, right?
King Charlie Pants.
The person that's presenting as person that we know as.
And we haven't heard anything about Catherine recently, have we? That's all gone a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a
because
little bit.
I saw her the other day.
Yeah.
Not in person.
No.
Saying something about her
Because
hat or something.
I saw a video of her in the same, or a picture of her in the same top that she sat on the bench with, where she said, "I've got cancer." And wasn't she like congratulating the British team or something at the Olympics, but she had the same top on? It was very strange. But anyway, all right, Bob. So
yeah, it looks like by the question is who we know as Charlie Pants to exit stage left, the person that's playing him or his character, whatever. And that's, I'll have the Queen of Wands, which is a authentic and integral card. So that's kind of like it's already have been done. So whoever was on that throne, he's the king, but that's the Queen of Wands on the throne. It's already in the past. But as far as it appears, there's the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So it's like people making agreements and coming together. Yes, they have a big yes down under the Lovers. Nine of Cups, that's the desire of the people who are in charge of his brand.
Yeah,
that's what they want. And you also got a soft yes down at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
So the Three of Wands and the Chariot, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. How would you all interpret that? Three of Wands, Chariot.
It'll go quickly. Perhaps it'll be announced that he's not feeling great, and then he's just going to fall off the edge of a cliff. Not literally, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's the way to read it.
I agree with what you're saying there. We've got the Ace of Pentacles there. We've got a big yes, but we've got a big yes on the bottom row, but we've got a yes in terms of the Lovers in the middle row, and that's I think there's lots of strategy. I think it has to be at the right time, right? Because it's going to be connected with maybe the wee ones again. We've got that page.
Yeah.
Well, could be financial with the pentacles down there.
I mean, there's so much happening, isn't there, from all different angles, and it's all kind of interconnected in a sticky little web.
What do you think, Kaila?
Yeah, I agree with you all.
Mm.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
By the end of the year. Yeah,
Right.
so that's what it looks like. We do get a big yes down at the bottom, and we have the agreement cards. So according to the cards,
I think it's going to be an interesting autumn because we've got Pluto going back into Capricorn. Talk about the astrology for a sec. Pluto going back into Capricorn, is it next week? I think until the middle of November, and that's the last hurrah of Capricorn. So Capricorn,
Pluto and Capricorn.
Yeah. So that's 29 degrees of Capricorn, right, Lynn? So that's all about that's an anaretic degree, all about the nastiest bits of Capricorn, all of like the top down, you will do this,
corporations and everything.
Or autocratic kind of structure. So those guys are going to have their last hurrah, and they're probably going to be trying to do things for the very last time before Pluto goes into Aquarius again in the mid-November for 20 years. And that's, again, what we're talking about, this Aquarian age. It's more collaborative, it's more inclusive. It's like we're all on one playing field. It's like what Janine was saying the other day, that class structure is going to be booted out because we're all of the same, we're all the same. There isn't one type of person that's better than the other. So I think there's going to be a bunch of things this autumn or fall, depending on what side of the planet you're on. A fultum. It's going to be
that's the northern hemisphere anyway.
A fultum. I like that, fultum.
Because they'll be in spring in the southern hemisphere.
Autumn, autumn.
Or a spring if you're in Australia's or South Africa's or whatever.
Winter, spring, a winter ring.
So yeah, I'm expecting, I don't know about you guys, I'm expecting all sorts of fun and games.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot going on.
yeah. Yes. Yes.
Woo.
Barb, I think we need a song. What song do you
Oh,
want to sing us?
well, since we were talking about Mariah Carey, I pulled up, but you gotta pull up the picture though. Pull up the picture.
You want the picture? Yep, you got it.
Yeah. Of back in the day when I did that backing vocaling for. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and finally see the truth that a hero lies in you.
Lovely. Well done.
And
Barb.
that's for our Mariah, whatever she's, with her family and her, it's always something devastating anyway. Even if she has to say goodbye, the way we see it on the internet, or say goodbye the way we see it in the cards, it's really never, even if she didn't get along supposedly with the sister and whatever, but it's always a sad thing,
Yeah.
that whole family.
I hope she's doing well. We sent her love.
Yeah. And by the way, if anybody has any crazy questions, that was me back in the day when I met Mariah Carey, and those are some friends of mine. I hope they don't mind that I put their picture on the internet. But it's on the internet anyway.
Well,
so that's what it is.
Yeah. All right, guys, I think we've rattled on long enough today. We've rattled on lots of things, haven't we? So if you like what we've rattled on about today, please like, share, subscribe, do all the usual things. Go over to Rumble or YouTube or whatever, regardless of whichever channel you're viewing us on, and give us some thumbs up and a little bit comment, and we like reading your comments. It's nice.
Yeah. And please comment.
Yeah, just put anything you like. Honestly, not rude. Don't be rude. Don't be like rude things. I might put you out if it's rude.
Yeah, put rude things on there. I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Just as long as you comment, and you like, just give us something to talk about. And if there's something that you all want us to cover, just write it down in the comments.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And we can add that in. Of course, everything's changing by the blimmin' day at the moment. So, we have to kind of narrow down what we talk about, almost like minutes before we do these shows. But so anyway, yes, without further ado, we shall let you get on with your day, and we'll see you soon. See you in a couple of weeks. Oh, we've got guests.
Ciao.
We've got guests in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we got guests.
Later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.